right, so you just got your ZMFs of any type and you want to get to wearing them. And here's the first two things you're going to want to do. One is bend the headband to make sure it fits your head. And two, it is going to be to make sure that we adjust the clickies, as I call them, or the detents on the rod on the headband to make sure you're at the right adjustment. So first things first, go ahead and put the headphone on and just see how it feels. Feels good. You may not need to do anything, but you know, chances are you may want to adjust the detents 1 or 2 clicks. Typically, I know that I am somewhere around, if we go and look at the headphone here, right at the 3rd detent up or so, maybe the 4th detent depending on the day. And so I'm going to want to adjust these and pinch right at this point, right here, right as close to the rod as you can on the upright, and make this adjustment right here, 1 click at a time. And so I'm holding the gimbal like this, I'm pinching here and I'm pulling up, and we're just going to go 1 at a time or 1 down at a time. You don't want to grab the headband right here, and you don't want to try to grab this. You never want to put your hand all the way around anything. You're always pinching and moving 1 up and 1 down. So go ahead and get your fit on both sides. For me, it's getting that 3rd one up usually, and put the headphone on and make sure it's at the right height. And now you're going to go ahead and notice, oh hey, is it too tight? Is it too loose? Is everything kind of around the right place on the headphone? And next thing we want to do is make an adjustment to the crescent band. What I will say about the crescent band though is that we spent a lot of time getting the exact curvature right for your head, so you may not need any adjustment. Of course, we all differ in our head shape, but to do the bending on the headband, it's not too bad. The 2 places you want to bend are kind of right between the 2 last cushions. You can see on these crescent bands that there's a number of little cushions all the way through here, 3 per side. So this last cushion is going to be the spot right in between where we bend. So you're going to put your finger in between that last cushion, and if you want to go tighter, we're going to bend in. And if you want to go looser, we're going to bend out. And so let's say I just want to get a little tighter on both sides. You want to go ahead and put that finger in on both sides and bend in a little bit. And that'll give you a little bit tighter fit. And then we always want to check at the end, hey, is my headphone coming back together? And I'm just going to kind of go back and forth a little bit and make sure the headphone comes back together. And if I've had the pads in the same position here, then I will know that I've got the that correct going back together of the headphone. Then we can go ahead and put the headphone back on. And oh man, now that's a nice fit, just about the right amount of pressure. And then the very last step before you start listening is let's just go ahead and check these ear pads and make sure that they fit in the right spot. And if I'm not getting enough of a seal right below my ear on each side, the thickest part of the pad is kind of on the back side here, the side that faces away. And you can spin the pad down. So if this is the front of the headphone and this is the part that sits towards the front of my face here, I would spin it forwards in that counterclockwise manner, both sides. Then I go back and check, and you can see I kind of spun one a little more than the other. And so let's go ahead and look at these real quick here, and let's just go make sure that they're spun the same amount. So I'm just gonna make adjustment, make sure those lines are lined right up, right at that. And now I got a little bit more of a bulk under the ear there for a good seal. And then the last thing, remember these rods right here, these rods always go in the back. So when you put the headphone on, you're gonna wanna put it on with the rods facing you. And so yeah, that is about all you want to know about wearing your ZMFs. And now that you've got a good fit, before we go into the other videos, it's a good time to go enjoy them for a minute. So yeah, see you at the next video about how to wear your ZMFs. And thanks for checking out ZMF headphones. See you next time.